Good morning, Pontchartrain Elementary School students, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests. It is an honor to welcome you to our 2023 Veterans Day program. To our students, this program is dedicated to honoring the men and women who served and serve our country as part of the armed forces. During the program today, you will learn more about who veterans are and why we are celebrating them today. To our distinguished guests, thank you. Thank you for committing your lives, and therefore your families' lives, to serving our country. Each day we talk about the four main virtues that summarize our collective school culture. These virtues are safety, responsibility, respect, and kindness. Students, the people and families you see on the sides of our gym are Americans who have kept us safe by their chosen careers and acts of service. They have modeled responsibility by proving they are responsible to be able to be trusted with protecting our citizens and our country. They are shown respect by putting other lives and the future of our nation before their own. These are examples of the ultimate acts of kindness. With that, will you please stand with me while we say the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
With that, will you remain standing? Will you stay standing for our national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hi everyone. Is something special going on today?
Yes, there is.
I noticed we have a lot of special guests here at school today.
Who are they?
They are veterans, and today we are celebrating Veterans Day.
Veteran? What's a veteran?
A veteran is a who, not a what.
Did you know that some of our veterans are some of the most important people in our country?
Why?
Because veterans make a promise to keep us and our country free.
There are people who would sacrifice everything for our freedom?
Yes, they love America.
Our first song in tribute to our veterans is America the Beautiful. Will all of third grade please stand to sing America the Beautiful? One, two, three.
America, America.
So we take this day to celebrate all the brave men and women who are serving or who have served in our country's armed forces.
What are armed forces?
The armed forces are Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guards, and the Space Force.
I have someone here in my family who is a veteran, and many more of us do.
Since we have so many veterans here today, let's honor them with an Armed Forces song medley.
Please stand to be recognized for our service song.
Morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me okay? Great. Sometimes I don't need a mic with this big mouth of mine. I want to thank Pontchartrain Elementary for asking me to come speak today. As you can see, we have a lot of veterans here today, which is awesome. I feel very comfortable among my brothers and sisters here today. I want to thank the principal, Mr. Tom, and Melissa for inviting me here today to speak with you. You know, when you gather here in such a group like this and among children and everything, the first thing my mind goes back is to when I first got in, and then I ended up going to Desert Storm We talk about sacrifices among our service members, and we've all had some form of our sacrifices, from family to friends and things like that. So I'll share a story with you. Desert Storm, I was a brand new first lieutenant assigned to a special forces unit, and got a call to the hospital at Fort Bragg, and they said, you need to get to the hospital. I said, what's going on? They said, your wife's getting ready to have your kid. I'm like, holy smoke. So I'm running to the hospital, and here's Ashley coming into the world, and we get our deployment orders to ship out in 12 hours. So I see my daughter for a short period of time, ship out, and I'm in the desert for a year and a half. I come back home, and it was pretty tough, because you show up at the airport, and your wife's meeting you there, all the families are there. Us veterans know it better than anybody. And my wife has my little girl in her hands, and she's doing this, backing away from me. Well, she hasn't seen this guy, this big gorilla in his camouflage outfit, and it was touching, very, very touching for me. So we talk about sacrifices of veterans today. There's a lot that we endure, the families endure. As we're gone and doing our business, our family members are back home securing the home front. How many are grandparents in here, for the children in here, that are veterans? Kids, look around, look at that. That is awesome. Moms and dads, uncles. I wouldn't say brothers, because y'all are a little bit too young. Okay, and friends, that is wonderful to be here today to experience this, either with your grandchildren or your children. Mine are now 30s, and one has taught here briefly, Caroline, and she loved teaching here briefly. So we talk about freedom. What is really the definition of freedom in our eyes? I know we have little people that have their definition of freedom, and the adults have a definition of freedom. And I know our veterans have a definite definition of what freedom means. I'll kind of give you mine as a soldier, and I think it crosses the board to all our other service members. As I always tell everybody, the reason why we wear camouflage is because you never tell the difference between any one of us when we come together and conduct the business we need to conduct. Freedom to me means you being able to do the things freely in life because you have a force here in the United States that's protecting you from being able to be free. Let's look in the world at what's going on today. There's a lot of turmoil going on in the world. You may be told in certain parts of the world where you're going to go to school, when you're going to go to school, what you're going to be in life. Your whole life is mapped out for you. Here we have the choice of being able to be what we want in life because of these service members you have here in this room. Okay, as well as our police officers, firemen, and all of our first responders as well. So freedom to me gives you an open ticket to be able to grow up the way that you want to grow up and do it freely and play sports and things like that. That's cool. Okay, in some parts of the world that doesn't exist. And it's sad because it could if everybody would just get along. Okay. What is the difference between the different services? I think they just defined it for you. It was kind of hard coming up here to talk and follow this because this was pretty much took about half my speech away, which is awesome. But when you hear the Air Force, the Army, the Marines, the Coast Guard, the Navy, and even one force that I know us brothers in the forces, the Merchant Marines are very much a part of that as well. They fall underneath the Navy in times of war. Very, very important force as well. We have our individual missions, okay? You students probably think of the Air Force as just flying in the air, okay? They do a lot more than just that, okay? They helped me out during Desert Storm in many, many ways. They brought me there, one. I thank them for that. And then they helped us on the battlefield, which I won't get into details, but they helped us out on the battlefield as well. Our other brothers and sisters of the other services, the Marines. I fought along the Marines in Desert Storm, literally adjacent force next to me with their special operations group. Navy. How many Navy guys in here? Hey, we got any Navy SEAL in here? That's okay. Y'all were the smart ones. This crazy world of the special forces. I fought alongside Navy SEALs up in Baghdad when our mission was to take out the airfield prior to the war kicking off, so there was no assets to be able to use against us. Coast Guard was very, very busy in the bays, taking out underwater devices that would hurt our ships. Okay, who did I miss? Army, Navy, Coast Guard. We even had some merchant Marines that were moving supplies for us in the bay. So I could go on and on and on the sacrifices that our service members have endured family-wise by being gone during this time frame. What holiday is coming up, guys? Thanksgiving, huh? Yeah. So Thanksgiving is important, and we got to give thanks to our troops, our moms and dads, our teachers, and everyone, okay, for what they have sacrificed for you here today so that you can go to school and learn, which is really cool stuff. My daughter, who's a teacher, she said, Dad, she goes, remember who you're speaking with, the different grades that you're speaking with. She goes, these are not soldiers, airmen, and things like that. I went, you got to make it short and concise and to the point, because you'll probably lose them after the first 2 minutes. I said, well, if I can make it short, maybe I can make it impactful for you. From the bottom of my heart, all veterans in here, I completely have your back and will always have your back. It's one thing that I never forget as a soldier, and I've actually been retired almost 20 years. So I'm seeing my senior sergeants are now becoming top on their rank structure. But the officers that I went in with that are now 3- and 4-star generals, God bless you. Those that are active still, I absolutely have your back. And for us retirees, what you don't know is we always have your back to the end. So thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying Veterans Day here. I love all the hats that I saw coming in. And this is wonderful that you have such a wonderful event to celebrate, because it really means a lot to us veterans, more than you'll know. Thank you.
Wow, I think I'm starting to get it.
Me too. Me too. What we are saying is that our veterans deserve our respect and our thanks for everything they have done for us in our country.
And did you know that the president honors all the veterans who have served in the military since World War I?
It's a big deal, and I, for one, am thankful for our freedom that we enjoy here in the USA.
That's why when we say the Pledge of Allegiance or sing the national anthem, we should stand up straight and tall with our hand on our heart and say the words respectfully like our veterans do.
Yes, our veterans love our country so much that they fight to preserve the American way of life.
I say the pledge every morning, and I love our country.
Our next song will be My Country 'Tis of Thee. Will all of 1st and 2nd grade please stand to sing My Country 'Tis of Thee? 1, 2, 3. Now we have a special poem that we've made just for our veterans.
Valiant hearts, they stand so strong. E, every moment righting wrong. T, true and steadfast in their way.
E, eternal gratitude we convey.
R, ready to serve without delay.
A, astonishing courage day by day. N, noble heroes in every way. S, superheroes till us you'll stay.
Will all students please stand to sing our school song? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Today, we've gathered to honor and thank the brave men and women who have served our country. Let their sacrifice inspire us to appreciate the freedom we enjoy. And as we conclude this assembly, let's carry the spirit of gratitude in our hearts and continue to learn from their courage and resilience. Thank you to our veterans and active military, and may we always remember the importance of your service.
What a wonderful program for what a wonderful group of guests. Thank you to Dr. Pacina, her students, for their time, efforts, and sharing their talents with the community. Thank you for that beautiful vocal performance by Claire Putnam. Thank you to Major Paul Vorenkamp for your words of wisdom. Thank you, sir. And lastly, I would like to thank the veterans and their families. Thank you for your patriotism to our country, protecting our citizens and these future citizens, while preserving the values of our republic. We hope that you have enjoyed today's program. Thank you for attending.